All right. So I think that we are ready to get started here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is so exciting. This is the 5th graduating class here at the Institute of Wholistic Health, and I am so excited today. Well, you guys, congratulations. Let me just say it right now. I might have to say it another few times because this is so exciting. Wow, it could be the first day of the rest of your life. Okay, just saying. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and we are going to get started here. I have got to, first I wanna say hello to my partner, Paul Croto. We're so excited that he's here today with us too, and he will be co-hosting with me. Thank you to Becca for running everything along with Caroline Powell. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm super excited because I love this time that I get to intro one of my very favorite people. So this guy is the reason why all of us are here. And he is a powerhouse. He's our leader. He is constantly on the move. He travels. He is on the radio every single day for 2 hours, 5 days a week. He has a passion and a heart for helping people feel better, get better. And a long time ago, when I met him, he completely changed my life and my family's life. I definitely, being from and at Taco Bell, when I met him, I could not even imagine where I could be today and where I am today. I'm just so grateful and so thankful for this wonderful, wonderful gentleman that we have here today. And I'm so excited that he gets to share with us. He's written books. He is, years ago, he told me what we really need, what I really want is I want an army of people who are out there sharing this message and helping people. He has a heart. His heart is all about helping people, making people feel better, and getting people healthy. So with that, I'm going to turn the time over to my mentor and just my wonderful, wonderful friend, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Well, thank you so much, Cheryl, and thank you so much, Rebecca, and thank you so much, Paul, and thank you, Jonathan Emord, and that whole team out there, plus the thousands of people involved. And how many is in this graduating class, Cheryl?
I think are there 30? Is it about 30? Okay, about 30 people, Doc.
Wow, congratulations, super job. It's the 5th graduating class of the Certified Wholistic Health Coaches. And it's part of this army we've been talking about forever. And you guys are doing a great job. Now, I want to cover just a couple of quick things here because I know you have so much to do. Number one, we need to look at some figures here. Let's look at just a few minutes ago. And you have to appreciate our population is 332 million people in the USA. We have from the COVID infection, 622,750 dead, 622,750 dead. In the Spanish flu in 1919, after that 2 years, we're at 1 year, 4 months. At that 2 years, we had 657,000 dead, okay, in the Spanish flu. We're almost there now. So by the end of summer, I think we'll be passing the Spanish flu. Infected, we have 34,711,752. India, with 5 times our population, 1.7 billion people, they have 407,520 dead. They have 200,000 less dead than we do, and they have 5 times the population. They have 30,823,752 infections. And I think by the end of this summer, they will have surpassed us in infections and deaths. Now, we also need to look at some things that tell us what's wrong and what's right about this COVID thing, because you guys are going to be the Marines here, okay, dealing with this. In Florida, with 22 million people population, we have 2.3 million infections and 37,000 dead. With Australia, with 25 million people, 4 more million people than Florida has, we have 30,951 infections and 910 dead. Huge difference in dead and infections. What's the difference? It's diet. Let's look at Louisiana versus New Zealand. Both of them have almost exactly the same population. New Zealand has 300,000 more people than Louisiana does. And New Zealand has 26 dead, and Louisiana has 10,648 dead. New Zealand has 2,700 infections, and Louisiana has 475,000 infections. Huge difference. It's all diet. It has to do with diet. And let's see here. It comes down to the people who eat like Asians, live on rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash and seaweed. They do very well because they don't have the gluten damaging their intestines so they can absorb nutrients. Now, if you're eating gluten all your life, like the Pope, let's quickly dash over to the Pope in Italy. What is the most prevalent food that Italians eat? Spaghetti, noodles, pizza, bread, wine, not wine, beer and whiskey, all made from wheat. Okay, that's all they eat is wheat. Well, the Pope is paying the price. He had a third of his intestine removed a couple of days ago for diverticulitis, of all things. That's just a gluten problem. He has sciatica so bad, he's had to cancel many of his events over the past 20 years. And let's see here, he's had a part of his lung removed. I don't know if he had COPD. They didn't say why he had his lung removed, but COPD, asthma, chronic pulmonary fibrosis, who knows? But this is all gluten stuff. So if we have any distributors or customers over, I'm sure we do in Italy, Cheryl, we need to contact them and contact the Vatican, because we can save this Pope if they want him saved, but he's got to get off of gluten and eat like Asians and get on our 215 nutrients with the big hammer in the toolbox, and we can save this guy. Otherwise, he's going to die very soon. All right. Now, I want to get to the subject of the day here. How can we arm our army with the greatest weapons ever made? After the Second World War, I was 8 years old when the Second World War ended, and all of the young men and women were in Europe and Asia and the Pacific. And so the people who took over the responsibility for dealing with wounded veterans, grandma and grandpa, and taking care of the farms and all the animals and everything, it was the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts. Now, the Boy Scouts have 135 different merit badges. The Girl Scouts have over 200 service pins, and they are every subject you can think of. I mean, every subject you could think of, they have these awards for learning that skill. Now, I had 32, when I was 18 and graduated high school, I had 32 of these awards, okay? 32 of these patches, okay? And they all covered many, many different things. And it's one of those deals where I had a college education by the time I was 18 years old because of these 32 merit badges, and working day and night to deal with all the stuff that there were nobody there to deal with it because they were all over dealing with the war. Well, we need to add to our army the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts right now, because they're actually fighting with each other, because so many people are just going online and dealing with things. They don't even know there's Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts anymore. But the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts want to participate, so we need to engage them and make sure that they're involved. And so they're going to say, well, what's in it for us? Well, there's a car bonus. Even if they're only 12 years old or they're only 8 years old and they're in Brownies and Cub Scouts, they can still get the car bonus, but the parents will have to put it, in an account for them. And they can have an account, but it's going to have to be co-signed by their parents until they're old enough to do it by themselves. But by the time they graduate high school, they can have $50,000, $100,000 in their college fund and have their own car and still have that car bonus coming in and so on. And if you can tell a 10-year-old boy or girl that you can have your car for free with a car bonus by helping other people, just by helping them. Just think, we have Kids Toddy, we have Cal Toddy, we have the Kids Sprinkles, we have the EFAs, and we have Rebound. If we get every kid in America on those things, we will eliminate 95% of the diseases kids have. All right. Now, it's one of those things where we need to engage these kids. They are the future of America. They're the future of the world. And so we really, really, really need to enlist these scouts. Other kids clubs, boys clubs, girl clubs. And there's so many churches and schools and service people like volunteer fire departments who sponsor these boys clubs and girls clubs and Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. So we need to talk with them and get it all done. It's so exciting. I'm just breathless with what we can do by engaging the Scouts and the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts. Now, don't forget to get them Wall Street, AKA Wall Street for kids, because they're going to need to know how to run a business. I will give them, when they sign up, it's a joint account with their parents, I will give them $500 free worth of materials and information on how to build a business, and also a free website. Every time they renew every year, I'll repeat that $500 free worth of building materials and business information and another website so they can help grow their group. And this is something that will be forever, because the scouts, we need them. They are the ones who are going to save America, get everybody off of gluten, get everybody, and instead of selling Girl Scout cookies and Boy Scout cookies that are made with gluten, they should be selling things like kids sprinkles, which have about 25 different nutrients in there and these little crystals, and it tastes like watermelon. There's no gluten in there. Okay. We have the kids toddy, which is a great liquid multiple for kids, and the dosage is written on the labels for body weight and age and that kind of stuff. And that needs to be added to the baby formulas. Now, I want to give you, and I'm sure most of you have this already, but www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, and we've got 3 more books in the, what should I say, in the parade coming out here. One of them's already done. I just got to read the last version of it to make sure it's perfect. It's Healthy Recipes. It's been 3 years in the making. We have 3 other books coming out, and this is going to add so much information and ammunition for each and every one of you to help people build your business and create a new world. We can add 25 to 50 healthy years to people's lives. We can add 25 to 50 healthy years to people's lives by getting them off the bad stuff and make sure they're taking all 90 essential nutrients. Let me give you one more figure here, and I'm going to turn this back over to Cheryl and Paul. We used to have an average lifespan in America. Okay, the human life expectancy in America and the world was 155. Our average life expectancy up until a couple of weeks ago was 79. We were leaving 76 years on the table, dying 76 years early. But because of the early deaths from COVID, our average lifespan dropped down to 75. So now we're leaving 80 years on the table. Medical doctors in the emergency rooms in hospitals, this is from the CDC about 3 months ago, they said their average lifespan is 57. You subtract that from 155, they're leaving 98 years on the table. Medical doctors are not the people you're going to ask how to live a long, healthful life. Now, you get run over by a truck and you're bleeding internally, you got to go to the emergency room. But when it comes to knowledge about long life, doctors don't know anything about that. Oh, just eat well, you get everything you need. Tilt, okay? Black Americans, their average lifespan is 72. Subtract that from 155, they're leaving 83 years on the table. The Latinos do better. They have an average lifespan of 81.8 years. They're leaving 73.2 years on the table. The Russians are leaving, let's see here, their average lifespan is 72. They're leaving 83 years on the table. And the Hunzas, the longest lived peoples on Earth, they actually made the movie and the book Lost Horizon after them. Their average lifespan is 120. They're leaving 35 years on the table, but their longest lived people, they're super centenarians, 165. And so what is it they're doing? Everything they eat and drink is minerals because of the Giltar Glacier, all right? And they stay away from the bad stuff. And so we have to do exactly as the Hunzas do. And so, we need to get everybody to get a hold of the book and the CD, Hell's Kitchen. We need to get a hold of the book and the CD, Immortality, and the CD, Beyond Immortality. And then if you're a person of color, you want to get a hold of the book and the CD, Black Gene Lies. And then, of course, everybody needs to get a hold of the book and the CDs, Epigenetics, the death of the genetic theory of disease transmission, how to understand why there are no genetic diseases. There are no genetic diseases. And of course, we, and using Jonathan Emord's skills as a lawyer, and by suing everybody in federal courts, we can't thank Jonathan Emord enough for that. We have gotten rid of cystic fibrosis. We've gotten rid of muscular dystrophy. We gave the cure to Jerry Lewis, and he took it to the Muscular Dystrophy Association. They fired him and shut off the telethon after he raised $2 billion for them. And you've never heard of anything about cystic fibrosis and muscular dystrophy since 2011. Okay. And then, of course, as kind of a side benefit, we got rid of sudden death syndrome. The babies weren't being laid on by their mothers. 90% of the babies that died of, quote, sudden death syndrome, unquote, were found dead in their crib. So I made them change the name to crib death. And then only 2% were in bed with their mothers when they died. And the mothers didn't lay on them. They were all dying. Every one of them, they're diagnosed with SIDS, were dying of hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart disease, a deficiency of a single mineral. So he, through Jonathan E. Ward in the federal court, April 16, 2013, they ruled that the federal court ruled that this nutrient must be put into baby formulas. We put it in there, and you don't hear anything about sudden death syndrome anymore. It used to be one sudden death syndrome death for 300 normal births, and now it's one per 3,000 births. And that's because there's still women breastfeeding their babies, not taking supplements. There's still women giving babies just milk from a carton out of a grocery store and not adding the kid's toddy to it. But 1 out of 3,000 is much better than 1 out of 300. So we're very proud of that. So back to you, Cheryl.
All right. Thank you so much, Doc. That was absolutely fantastic. And now I'm going to turn it over to our fearless leader and my partner, Paul Croto.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. And I have the unique opportunity to introduce Dr. Wallach's son, who is, you can see where the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Steve is amazing. He's full of knowledge and really has built one of the best companies in the whole world, in my opinion. He's the man of utmost integrity, of knowledge. He's probably the best product formulator in the world, and really understands human nutrition. He learned from the best of the best. Had a great, great dad. So thank you, Dr. Wallach, for that great intro. And we're going to turn the time over to our CEO, Steve Wallach.
Thanks, Paul. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I can only hope that at 81, 82, I've got the passion and drive of my father at 81 and a half. Let's see. First and foremost, congratulations to the 5th graduating class. You guys are doing an amazing job. You know, Michelle and I both posted recently on our Facebook pages just a little behind the scenes stuff that, you know, as we're filming for the Driven by Vision event coming up, the virtual online event coming up for July for longevity. And so we posted some stuff on our Facebook pages, and, you know, we're really talking about in the filming of it, and you'll see this when it comes out, Driven by Vision, and really the beginnings of longevity, the origins, if you will. And it all comes back to my father, Dr. Wallach, and it all comes back to all of us contributing to his passion and his vision to get all this information out in order to help people around the world live younger, longer, healthier lives, living their best life possible, and reaching their genetic healthful potential. Now, it also, we talk about all of us have our own goals and visions and you know, reasons to, I think, use the term layer, you know, our goals on top of my father's drive and passion to help people. But that's one of the things about the longevity community and nation, is that something you see in common among all of us, I think, is our interest and passion for helping others. And so we all come together at that common goal of helping others by helping them live younger, longer with this information. So, you know, we talk about that in the filming of this event. So hopefully you'll get on it. Hopefully you're registered for it. It's free. And so, you know, I think it's what all of you are doing this for. I think it's because you want to further your knowledge to better and more, even more, help people with their health and live their best life possible. So again, congratulations on this whole program, Cheryl and Paul, and just everybody involved, because it really is amazing. It's so gratifying to see you guys take this to that next level. And, you know, none of us could do this without you and what you're doing. So thank you for that, for sure.
Well, thank
Something
you,
my
Steve.
father was just talking about was selenium and the baby food formula, and Jonathan Emord helping get that information to become mandatory, really, that selenium be added to baby formulas, because up until recently it was not. And not only was it not mandatory in the U.S., it wasn't in a single baby food formula, infant formula, and so now it's mandatory. And so that's my father's life's work. It's Jonathan Emord's experience and skill sets to make that happen. And I also just recently posted a link to an article about a study that just came out, further confirming the importance of not only selenium. The study specifically is selenium and manganese, I think off the top of my head, manganese, and how important it is to prenatal formulas and later outcomes in life. Now, what's great about this article is it ties it all back to epigenetics. So, it's my father is attributed as the grandfather or godfather, depending on which term you'd like to use, of the whole field of epigenetics, which is interesting because epigenetics, when my father first came out with a theory about selenium and its importance and positive effects in prenatal diseases, I guess, and infant diseases, and cystic fibrosis specifically in that instance, it was not of any interest to the scientific community, because at that time everything was being focused, all efforts and interest was being focused on genetics and pharmaceutical drugs. And so it was either viruses or it was bacteria, and it was antibiotics, or it was pharmaceutical drugs. And today, epigenetics is the hottest field of scientific study there is, because epigenetics holds the key to everything biological. And so, again, it's so gratifying. When I was a child and my father made this discovery, I remember him specifically telling me that it would take 100 years for the scientific community to catch up to that information, to that discovery, and to his theories and hypothesis, which now today again is the hottest topic. So it didn't take quite 100 years, but it just is super, super gratifying to see what all of you are doing to take this to that next level and get this information out. That's why it's so important. It's interesting because my father has known he's been right all along, even though 100% of the scientific community almost back then was telling him he was this crazy, heretic on, nutrition. And so it was like, you're just nuts. And today, they're all jumping on the bandwagon saying, well, of course, this is the answer. So anyway, again, congratulations. And thank you so much for inviting me on to share a small portion of your day. This should be a great day for all of you. And you should just relish in your accomplishments. So congratulations.
Well, thank you so much, Steve. And we just can't thank you enough for all that you do. I know it's been a crazy 365 days for you at home office, but you've kept things rolling, and the new things that are coming out all the time are just absolutely phenomenal. I know you work nonstop around the clock, so we appreciate you more than we could ever tell you. So thank you for all that you do, and we're just trying to do our part to spread this message that every single human being needs to hear, and that's this critical 90 for life message. So thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
All right, well, what we're going to do now is go around the planet. That's what the cool thing about Zoom is here. And a really great friend of ours, Dracy from Australia. She's amazing. She has just done an incredible job at growing Australia, and everyone loves her. We love her. And I know she has some words to say. She's going to be a graduate today. So she's graduating from the course herself, has taken the whole course. And from what I understand, really enjoyed it and got a lot out of it. So we're interested to hear from Tracy.
Woohoo! Well, thank you. And for those of you who don't know, it is 2 a.m. and I have a couple other Aussies down here that are joining me.
You look fantastic
Kylie,
for 2 a.m. I would not think.
thank you. Well, I loaded up on some collagen, a few extra EFAs, and then had a hot chocolate with our coffee. So I'm just buzzing and having a good time.
Nice.
So, but I'm excited that I have Kylie Pearson. She joined me taking the course. So I'm super happy and excited about that. So welcome there, Kylie, and congratulations. And then we have a cheerleader, Bronwyn Clinton. She's just woken up to be a big fan and support of what we're doing. So I just wanted to just recognize and say how committed these ladies are to the Doc Wallach message and this program. But I guess really what I wanted to share is I actually did this program personally, not because I work corporately for Youngevity, but I got into Youngevity almost 3 years ago because of my skill set of being in the field for over 25 years and living in Australia for 20. So I got to be that connection of Youngevity down under. But along the way, Youngevity's now gotten into me. And with Doc Wallach, you know, he comes and dances with us every Saturday, dances down under with us and his commitment, and you can't not fall in love with him. So I joined this course, first of all, so I could say I was a certified holistic health coach. I think that was awesome. I thought, you know, like, why not? And it just kind of gave that credibility. And I do witness and watch people's faces when I say that. And more people actually say, oh, I kind of wanted to do something like that or interested. So that was my original reason getting in. But then there's 3 things that has happened to me since I've been in it. Number one is the better understanding, like Paul and Cheryl, and unstoppable job you guys have done. They promised some clarity and some comprehension around the 90 for life philosophy. And that's what I really got, a better understanding of the 90 for life, the 4 categories that Doc Wallach gives us, but also the 8 pieces of the health foundation that they've put together in the tier level. So that was really, I guess for me, personally, it's allowed me to be better with my family and friends, and just when I have somebody with a health issue, just to be able to support them that way. But corporately, it's helped me because it's helping me understand what products we don't have down under and being able to get those products down here so we can really be able to share those and give the better health to our customers down here. The second thing that I really got out of it was the actual system that's put in place. I'm loving having the health quiz available, the distributors that have taken this course. I'm seeing the difference that they're having in the field, but not only the health evaluation. When they do that, we can also recommend them to come and join us on our Doc Wallach call on Saturday. So the support is there. But it's again given us the confidence and the competence, knowing we have that website, the health evaluation in there. So I just wanted to say a huge heads up, or a pat on the back to Paul and Cheryl for that, because being in the industry as long as I have, we all know the language and lingo is changing in this industry of network marketing. And the fact that more and more people are into better health, just the fact that we can be holistic health coaches and really grow a business around that. And when I joined the fabulous, the Fine to Fabulous ladies did that training, Jennifer Saltzman, she did a training and she was amazing. And she inspired me about the business that you can grow being a holistic health coach and helping people become holistic health coaches. In other words, become 1 stars, 2 stars, and reach for the stars. The third thing that I really got out of this is the pieces of the puzzle, like our weight loss, the 8 pieces to losing weight with the cube. I think that is brilliant. It keeps it simple. But then I'm just got stuck there. The evaluate. Help me, Paul. What am I saying?
Elevate.
Say that again.
Elevate.
Elevate.
Elevate. I was missing the L in there. The elevate. And what that's done for me, the elevate, having those 8 pieces of the puzzle as a coach, whether as a holistic health coach, but just being a coach in general, that has actually helped me help people with those puzzles missing. they got the drive, the will, the I can, but there's usually one or two pieces puzzle, and that helps us identify what that is. So that's allowed me to help be a better coach in that. So ultimately, what I'm trying to say is this program is allowing me to be great. In other words, great with an 8. And so I wanted to put this together for you guys. And Paul, this is a real inspiration from you, but how we can grab this business by the balls. And forgive me for having some fun with this, but we don't want to be just longevity distributors. We want to be great longevity distributors. So I've put together 8 ball skills that of becoming a great professional holistic health coach athlete. So do you guys want to write down these 8 ones real quick? I'll be as quick as I can. Do we got time for that, Paul?
Oh yeah, I got my notepad out. I'm all set here.
Okay.
This
So I
sounds
just
awesome.
first of all want to talk about the very first ball that we need to play this game is the crystal ball. And we need to know that we need to see this future, and we are in control of this future. So it's having the vision of our business and seeing what you want to, how you want to see it. And I think, again, Jennifer did a fantastic job of turning her business into holistic health coaches and creating a fantastic business that way. So this is up to you, the vision you want. The next ball is the basketball. Just think about practice, practice, practice. And in this business, we know we're going to be bad before we're good and good before we're great. There's 2 kinds of practices. There's jungle practice and there's safe practice. And I know just working with you guys and doing these programs, that's safe practice, but we got to go out there and do it with real people and learn as we go. Oh, and then the best part is that we just have such a fantastic team supporting us and backing us up. The next ball is the baseball. This is the one where we have to expect those curve balls. We know that we're going to not always have it the way we want it, but we just got to be prepared for them so we can actually throw those balls back at them and just keep going. Like the tennis ball, back and forth, back and forth. We need the stamina, but we have to learn to have an aggressive or assertive hit and be competitive. And when I talk about competitive, I mean being competitive with yourself. Then my favorite one is the golf ball. Now, again, keeping our eye on the ball and how important it is to stay focused and to have a fantastic drive. And we need a drive in this business. And just having Doc Wallach's mission and message gives me a great drive in there. So we need to know, what is it that drives you? And then working on number 6 is the volleyball, having that great serve, being consistent. And again, that excellent service. We know being of service to people and giving good customer service is always what's going to keep people coming back. And then, of course, the football. Now, depending what part of the world you're in, everybody's vision of football is a bit different. Being down under, we think of rugby football. And we have our greats down here. But it's all about the teamwork and having good defense and knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are so you can overcome any of those challenges that you might have. But again, coming back to teamwork. And then last but not least is the beach ball. And let that be the symbol of always having fun in this business, because we know that in this business, we may lose our marbles a time or two. We may even bawl our eyes out. But if you learn to stay away from the goofballs, you will succeed and you will be able to celebrate your achievements and maybe even attend a ball or 2. So overall, I'd like to say this is a business about learning to handle good handling ball skills, teamwork, having a coach, always cheerleaders, and a big fan club. So to all of you guys, I think you're all great. And thank you for letting me be a part of this.
Wow.
Did I get it all out?
That was the best training I ever heard. So fantastic. I love that. That was so great.
I'll send you the notes.
Yeah, yes, I was writing as fast as I could, but that was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. And we love you and congratulations on all your success in Australia. We cannot wait to come see you. Actually, we just got to sign up a new distributor in Sydney. So I'm very excited to come out and see you down under.
Well, happy to support anybody down here that needs the help and support. It's my job and an absolute privilege.
Great. Thank you so much. All right. Well, it's time. Cheryl, we are going to start congratulating people. What an amazing job to go through this course. And you know, it wasn't easy. It was, Cheryl made all the tests super hard. And, and it just takes a lot of, you know, willpower to get through the course and you know, just to make a change in your life and want to make a change in other people's lives. So We are so proud in each of every one of you for, if you graduated in the past or graduating today, an amazing job. And Cheryl's going to read off the first 15 names of our graduates today.
All right. I just want to say congratulations to each and every one of you. I'm going to have a little disclaimer at the start that if I don't say your name quite right, I'm sorry, but I'm going to do the best that I can. But just know that we love you and we are so proud of each and every one of you. Okay, here we go. Osama Sam Asil, Jennifer Bell, Jim Betts, Timothy Neal Bossert, Tammy K. Butler, Robert Cockrell Jr., Danette Cordova, Talitha C. Davis, Dracy Dewar, Stephanie Ann Flack, Trisha Flutter, Ronnie Marie Pi Goyen, Dixie L. Hall, Michelle Harris Oliphant, and Sean Leroy Johnson. There you go, Paul.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Congratulations to each of you. So fantastic.
So great. Well, we're going to introduce, bring on right now a special gentleman who's named Captain Sam. So Captain Sam Asil, is it, Sam?
Okay, Asil. That's how you say my name, Asil.
Awesome.
And
Well,
I
we're
am
so excited. I've heard wonderful things about you, and I know you are
That's good.
Dr. Wallach, and
Oh, yeah.
love
Oh,
the
yeah.
90s. So I've seen a couple of your videos online, and I just love them. So
Yeah,
I'm so excited to hear from you for a few minutes today and your thoughts on this certification course.
Well, number one, my first thought is fantastic. Okay, fantastic. You know, I've known I've had to do this for probably about 6 years now, and I finally reached the point. Okay, I have to go for it. All right, so I am, and I looked forward to every one of the courses, the classes, and you and Cheryl, your energy was just so high that it's just contagious. Very very simplistic, very easy to learn, you know, and I loved it. I've been trained to recognize leadership. I'm a boat captain. I do a lot of things, right? So and you guys are leaders. Oh my God, Becca is a leader. You know, I've met Dr. Wallach. I shook your hand one time many years ago. You probably saved my life by that tape, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Seriously, and it made a profound change in me back in 1993, 94. I used to watch you as a kid on Animal Kingdom. Okay, thank you. And I can talk more about that later, but it did. So I'm on the team. It is a war out here today, right? It's a war of insanity against humanity. Oh my God. Truthful knowledge, when you apply it, always leads to freedom. And I'm about the freedom. Okay, I'm about the freedom. And if you don't have the freedom of your physical vessel and your mind, what have you got? So the products are fantastic. I know the program is great. I'm honored. I'm honored to be working with you all. Completely honored. It's time. So thank you very much.
What kind of difference have you seen in your health and in the health of people you're working with, Sam?
Oh, big difference. So in my health, I have a specific story, but in the last 90 days when I made the commitment and I've been on, my energy level's higher. I've been cutting out the gluten. I've had little issues that have just disappeared. The floaters in my eyes completely gone almost, you know, little thing in my toe. I've been pretty healthy all along, and I've been following his protocols off and on. But now I've been consistently doing it. And I'm amazed. My workouts, I've always been an athlete, so I've always exercised. And I'm finding, you know, that I get way more out of less exercise with the nutrition, because your body functions more optimally, more efficiently. I do some other things also. So my mind is going from, you know, I wear one hat, I wear another hat when I'm doing the real estate broker and stuff, or the mortgage stuff. And it's very easy to go in between and have more peace and calm with everything. So it's fantastic. I had an issue with my left arm. Real quick story. My dad died of ALS. God bless his heart. He died at age 56 because when he was 54, he had an issue with his left thumb. He couldn't move it. Well, I have a cousin who was a famous neurologist, went to the doctor, okay, ALS, you got 2 years to live. Done, 2 years, you're gone. I was 54 and I had the same issue with my left thumb. Oh my God, right. My kids were little. You know, there was that voice of insanity. Oh, it's genetic. You better go to the doctors, please. No way. So I plugged back into Dr. Wallach. and 90 essential nutrients. I got back on it, and in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, my left thumb issue gone. And I tried to correct it myself for 3 months and couldn't do it. I couldn't even tell my wife about it at the time because she would be, oh, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. No, because she believes in that nonsense. Okay, so thank you, Dr. Wallach. More issues to I can talk about. But,
Awesome. I know you're helping other people too along the way.
oh yes,
Clients
yes.
of yours.
That's the whole idea. Help everybody. But you got to start by helping yourself. Because if you don't help yourself first, you can't help anybody. You walk the walk. I went to a party last night for the big real estate company I'm with, and everybody's coming up to me and talk. They want to all know I was telling everybody about my graduation. I was talking to the owner of all the offices, and yeah, I'm good. Hey, I can coach. Yeah, okay. So that's just waiting to explode with, because hey, the real estate people need a lot of help. Okay.
Great, so great. Well, we're going to have you back on again for a training because you are amazing, and congratulations on all your success.
You're amazing.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for those kind words. All right, Cheryl, we're going to go do the last 15 names now.
Sorry, I'm muted. Yeah, that's great. Okay, sorry about that.
It's our first Zoom,
I already
so
told the
we're
whole
just getting
story,
used to it.
Paul, and I was muted. Okay, no, but I heard just now Captain Sam say that he is a boat captain. So we need to get Captain Sam to take us on a boat in the Mediterranean with all the health coaches.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Plan.
Okay. He said yes. I just saw him. Okay. So let's go with the next graduation. Oh my gosh, people. Okay, here we go. So you guys, again, congratulations. We're so excited for you. Here we go. Fannie J. Lewis, Shannon Lopez, Courtney Joe Lusk, Tara Lyon, Monica Y. McCoy, Hassana 9, Monica Nowicki, Kylie Pearson, Rolando Rebollo, Lisa Rundle, Ashley Thomas, Eric Von Runkle, Rondea Wine, and Dawn Amanda Wood. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. Way to go. Super job. We're going to go now to another graduate. Her name is Trisha Flutter.
Yeah, Trisha Flutter. I'm pretty sure.
And we've heard amazing things about Trisha, and congratulations again on graduating from the course. And I know you're making a big impact on people's lives already. So we'd love to hear a few words from you.
Thank you, Paul. It is actually Fluter, but that's okay.
Fluter. Okay.
I thought it was
that.
Flutter to start with too. So yeah, I find this stuff absolutely amazing. It's been quite a life changer. I'm an RMT, so I massage clients daily, and I've been finding it's quite a difference in the tissue from when you are not taking anything to when you're not, like when you're having gluten versus when you're not having gluten, as well as when you are taking the minerals and supplements versus taking nothing. It's like the difference of being as hard as a rock to your tissues being supple and getting moisture to them. So I've been looking for something for quite some time that's gonna work like this. And I had a feeling it had something to do with nutrition, but I have to say thank you so much to Tanya for being that person that kind of gently pushed me in. Because and this whole course too, it's really made it all click, and knowing as to which area now when I'm massaging someone as to what is it that they're needing help in, and then them asking those questions and stuff, and the health evaluation, it's definitely a game changer. And I don't know why people are not jumping on this like Like, I don't understand. It's like, when you think about the logic of it, it's right there, people. It's right there. All you got to do is just research it even. And it's amazing. And
That's so
I think,
awesome.
yeah, thank you very much.
So what have you seen in your own health change since you've been using the 90?
So with my own health, within 3 days of taking the minerals, I noticed an energy change and my pain started disappearing. And I thought, well, maybe I'm just getting too old to be massaging. And because I'm in my 40s. And I thought that I said, there's got to be another way. There's got to be. And I had a feeling it had something to do with the stomach, because my stomach was always bad. And yeah, my pain has disappeared. I can actually think again. I'm no longer the person hiding in the shadows. I actually feel like I am at my full capacity almost. And I'm actually becoming a person who is no longer afraid. And I am ready to speak out, ready to tell the whole world that this is the freaking way to go. Like, night and day, people, come on.
We're going to see Trisha Unleashed now.
Yes, that's right.
Coming out. That is so awesome. Now, are you up in Canada?
I am.
Awesome. Awesome. Super job. Well, we thank you so much for coming on here and sharing your wisdom with us and your comments. And, you know, we're just here to support you every step of the way. I know you're already helping people, making an impact on their lives. So we really appreciate you and, you know, spreading that message of 90 for life and making an impact on other people's lives.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thank all of you guys and Dr. Wallach. Like, if it wasn't for all of you guys, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. And my whole life purpose is to help people feel better. And I've been trying to learn as many ways as possible to make people feel better, because they come and they're in pain and they're depressed and whatnot. And like with me, I suffer from depression too. And now I'm decreasing my antidepressants.
Right.
And I probably don't even need them in the long run, which is like freaking amazing, because I thought everybody always told me that, it's just you, you just need drugs. Well, crap, I don't need drugs. I just need to be healthy.
That's right. That's right. It's always a nutrient deficiency.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for that. That was so wonderful. Let's turn it over to Cheryl.
Thank you, Paul. Just for 1 second, because I want to make sure I might have missed a name. So I am so sorry. I want to say the name again. Congratulations to Tara Lyons. I just wanted to make sure, because I wasn't for sure if I said her name. So I had to say.
You missed Tara? You wouldn't miss Tara.
I know. She's like with us all the way on our coaching calls and everything.
I heard her name. You said it.
Okay. Well, I wanted to make sure.
Well, we should say it again.
Tara Lyons.
Because she's super great.
That's right.
Awesome. Okay, that is so great. Trisha, again, thank you from Canada for sharing with us. That was fantastic. And congratulations again on your business up there. Right now, we're going to go to another side of the planet, a place that's near and dear to my heart, which is the Bahamas. I love it there. And I love this next speaker. She's one of my best friends. She's a top enroller in the entire company. She's a machine. She changes people's lives. She is dynamic. She's everything that you could ever dream to have in a leader. So without further ado, I want Michelle Malcolm to come on and just talk about the experience she's had with this coaching program, what it's done for her, what it's done for her business, and the impact she's having around the world right now with this program.
Thanks so much, Paul. You almost made me start to look around and wonder who in the world is he talking about?
I thought I was going next.
Thank you so much. Listen, this has been a life-changing experience. I know it sounds like a cliche, but it is so true. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Wallach and his vision for creating the longevity line, because it literally did save my life. And then when the health coaching program came along, all that did was solidify what was already a very strong belief from me in the effectiveness of the longevity system and the 90 for Life program. And it gave me a greater sense of confidence and knowledge in terms of what I was telling people, because it's one thing to have a great personal story to say, oh, they did it for me personally. But when you can meet someone who is going through a different condition that you have dealt with, and you can confidently say, high blood pressure, oh, we can get that fixed in 2 weeks. And they're like, really? And then you explain to them how it works and everything. And it just, the course gives you so much confidence and knowledge. It's really a game changer. I always tell the persons on my team that you can earn while you learn, because the wonderful thing about this course is it's a continuing class every week, and it gives you so much information that you could never, it would be unwise to say, wait until you know everything before you start to run with this, because it's a constant environment of learning. But I encourage my people to earn while you learn, and to understand that this is a network of supporting, coaches. You can call on people, and they're there to help you to grow your business, and to spread the knowledge in areas where you may not yet be fully equipped. I just have, my thing is, for those of you who may have been invited by others here, I want to encourage you to do this course, because there's, to me, one regret. And that one regret is that I didn't do it sooner, or it wasn't available sooner. I start to think of my loved ones who have gone on. My mother died in 2009 from vascular dementia. And if I knew then what I know now, she wouldn't have gone through that. And so I often tell people need what we have. We cannot be selfish and sit on this. We have to see this with a sense of urgency, especially now with all of the madness that's going on in the world. I love the way that the captain put it, this war of insanity against humanity. People need what we have. And I just want to encourage everyone to understand the urgency and run with this, because there is not a week that goes by that I do not hear someone say to me, Michelle, I thank God for you. I thank God that somebody told me about this. I thank God. We're saving people's lives. And when we understand the power of that, then I think it will give us the energy that, not that you don't get enough from longevity, but even more energy to go out and share the good news of the 90 for Life program. So congratulations to all of the graduates. So proud of you guys. Let's go change the world together.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Michelle. You're so amazing and beautiful, and an inspiration to all of us, what you've done with this program. And, it's one thing to learn all the material, but it's another to go out there and actually use it and change people's lives. And there's no one that's done that better than you. So thank you for your time, and for sharing that.
Thank you.
Super job. Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to see you in a couple of days, which I'm super excited about. So what we're doing is, for all the top coaches, and we're going to do this all the time, right, Cheryl? I mean, is there anything you like more in life, Cheryl, than throwing parties?
No, that's what I want to do.
Like, Cheryl was born to throw parties. I mean, this is God's plan for Cheryl, and she is fulfilling that purpose in her life by throwing a huge party that she's gone way over the top on, that I'm looking forward to. I used to go to Las Vegas to hang out at the Bellagio to hear great performances and lay by the pool, but now I just go to Cheryl's house. First of all, it's a lot less expensive for me, and it's way better. The pool she has is incredible. The entertainment that she has coming is going to be out of this world, and to invite all these top coaches to gather together and to celebrate all their success is just something I'm so looking forward to. And this next gentleman is no exception. He's my brother from another mother. He's the best guy I've probably ever met. He's absolutely fantastic. He's got a heart of gold. He wants to help people, and he's amazing. So I want to bring on Rod the man. How's it going, big guy?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me, Paul?
I can. Looking forward to seeing you next week.
Oh, man, I'm so excited. I'm going to bed early just to get these days over quicker. It's been great. I just want to say it's an honor being here, and this business, longevity in itself. I remember in 2007, I was on a different mission. And I thought that I was on a different mission until I met Dr. Wallach and Steve Wallach. And these people are so personable. They taught me that no matter what business you're in, because we were acquired by Longevity and I was doing a different business. I think it was like electronics or something. But after talking to Dr. Wallach, he made this simple fact and a simple statement of saying, no matter what business you're in, your health comes first. So it doesn't matter what you do. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. And he made it so eminent that was so important that after losing my brother a couple of years ago, he was only 51 and I also lost my father. I came on a mission to see if there's a better way because I felt like my brother passed away of the side effects of medication. And my father passed away from high blood pressure and I think he had a heart attack. So I was on a mission. After talking to Dr. Wallach and Steve Wallach and seeing the knowledge and working law enforcement and stressful hours, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure at the age of 35. And I was so worried and I was stressing like, man, I don't want to go like this and I don't want to be like my family. And Dr. Wallach said, well, it's not genetic and I can help you with your blood pressure. And honestly, I always tell the story. Dr. Wallach is very serious about what he does. And he's not nice about it all the time. He said, well, you either do it or you die. So are you serious or not? And I was like, well, I'm serious. And in 3 weeks, my blood pressure was better. I mean, it was so high till they wanted to hospitalize me. And in 3 weeks, after talking to Dr. Wallach, and he told me what to do. And if you do what he tell you, it works. And lo and behold, after personally being helped by Dr. Wallach, years later, I was wondering, trying to do this business. I've been in this business since 2007. Lo and behold, I met Paul and Cheryl and the system. This health evaluation system took my business from moseying along to skyrocketing to success. And then I met Becca. When you get into this business, you get into the health evaluation system and you become a certified holistic health coach. And Michelle and Caroline, you really become family. And I love the family of this business. I love what we have become as a team, as a community. But man, my business has taken off because with this system and health evaluation system, it has given me the boldness, the confidence, and also the know-how to do this business. I remember when in high school, people used to have trade schools and they teach you electrical and they teach you roofing and carpentry. And you don't have to go to school so long and pay so much money. Well, this business is like your in-house trade school for what you already have. And it takes you to the highest point for the least amount of money in the least amount of time with the greatest results. I mean, the things I have learned in this business in the least amount of time, you guys wouldn't believe. I've been in this business since 2007, and I was signing one person up at a time here and there. And just from implementing this system, I started signing people up by the 3s and 4s and not chasing people, but now people chase me. I'm so grateful for Steve Wallach and Dr. Wallach. And this business is so personable. Steve Wallach, for the last couple of years, it don't seem like a big deal, but Steve Wallach, he always on my page and he says, happy birthday every year. I didn't even think he'd know who I was. And I didn't think that we were friends. And I think I just generally accepted his friend request. But he seriously look at you, he seriously cares, and this is a company that cares. I'm so grateful for Paul, for Cheryl, for giving me the confidence in the health evaluation system in a way, in a direction of how to really do this business. And not only that, but we enjoy what we do. It really give life to the company. So thank you, Paul. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, Cheryl and Michelle, and the confidence and the people that we have and the family that we have in this holistic health coaching. So to all the graduates, you do not have a business of your own. You are now in a real family. So welcome to the family and congratulations.
Wow,
you,
well
Paul.
said, my man.
Thank you so much.
So outstanding. So great. We're looking forward to seeing you next week. And so we're going to talk about this in a minute here about our training program that we put together and kind of the mindset behind it. But Cheryl, I know you have a story you want to share with us.
I do have a great story. So I just wanted to say this. So, I said at the very beginning that you guys, this could be the very first day of the rest of your life. And I really believe that. And I love, there's a little quote that I love, and it says, live your life by design, not by default. And I absolutely love that. So this is it. This is your chance to live your life by design. You have got everything you need. You've got the knowledge, you've got the certification now, and you have now more than anything, I believe, is the credibility, and that people are going to be looking at you as that. But the story that I wanted to tell, because as you get out there, and I know that Dracy said it really well, you know, you have to get out there in the, you know, in the craziness of life, in the jungle, which I absolutely love the jungle anyway, but you're all going out, we're all going out now and getting into the jungle and really going to start doing things. But I just wanted to remind you that there will be obstacles, there will be hard times. People will say things to you. People won't believe in you. People will try to bring you down. So this is the story that I wanted to tell you. So there was a young girl, and she got a writing scholarship, a full ride to go to college for writing, because she was a great writer. So she gets to college and she's super excited, and she writes her first paper and she hands it in, and she got an F. And so, and this professor who was there was from Harvard, and he was there, and he was, they come in, apparently professors come in and they're like not a substitute, but they're there just like because they're so good at what they do. So they come in, and the other college wanted to have this guy there from Harvard. So she walked up to him and she said, well, why did I get an F? And he said, because you're he didn't say suck writer, but he said, you're a terrible writer. You're so bad. You cannot even write. And she said, no, but I do write, and I got a scholarship to come here. And he said, no, you're a terrible writer. And by the way, you have to pass my class or you lose your scholarship. And you can't drop my class because you have to have this class. And she said, well, what should I do? And he said, what I want you to do is I want you to promise me one thing, that you will never write again. And if you promise me that you will never write again, then I will let you pass my class. And so she did. She promised that she would never write again. And so and in the story, it was great because it was like, that's like a deal with the devil, right? She loves this. It's what her passion is. It's what she wants to do. But she made this deal so that she could keep her scholarship and continue on. So fast forward 15 years, she's at home, and she lived in Texas. She's at home, and they were making a movie one little town over. So she's like, oh, I've got to get over there and meet the people. So they all, and it was a really small town. So they all got to go, people from all over the little town got to go and meet the movie stars and everybody else. So she went, but the only people she wanted to meet was the writers. So she went over, and there was the head writer, and he's like, why aren't you over meeting the stars? I'm just a writer. And she said, no, I wanted to come meet you. And he said, well, why? And she said, because I'm a writer. And he said, no, if you were a writer. Oh, he said, what have you written? And she said, well, nothing. And he said, well, then you're not a writer, because if you really love it and you really have a passion to do that, you would be writing something. And she said, no, I haven't. So she told him the story, and she said, and he said, well, why do you think you're not a good writer? And she said, because I have it on authority from a Harvard professor that I'm a terrible writer. And that guy said, absolutely not. That's the biggest bunch of BS I've ever heard in my life. He said, what I want you to do is go write a book. You just go write a book. You send it to me, and let's see if I can get it published. And so she went, she wrote the book, sent it to him. He got the book published for her. That was her first book. Now, her second book that she ever wrote is called Romancing the Stone. And her third book that she ever wrote is called Jewel of the Nile. And so and both of those have been turned into movies. They were huge hits. And so I just thought that was the most amazing story, because she let somebody who she thought was an authority, who she thought knew something more than she did, to get into her head to never, and she would never do it again. You know, she made that promise. But I'm so grateful that she broke that promise and she was able to break out of that. But guess what? It took her 15 years. So you guys are kind of in that situation now. You're at a perfect place in your life to really design the life that you want, to have the things that you want to have. But you just have to know, you have to be firm and be strong in who you are and what your passion and what your why is. And Paul, I think that we do that because we have continuing education where we come and we learn about mindset. That is so important. And where we've got leadership development every single week. Mindset development, leadership development. And that's something that's completely changed my life and really moved me ahead and made me strong enough to whenever someone says something to me, I could care less. It doesn't matter at all what they say to me because I know exactly and I'm strong. So we want to do that for each of you too, so that you too can design your life and live it by design and not by default. So that was my little story, Paul.
No, awesome. I thought it was going to be, it was the way you were telling it, I thought it was a story about you. I'm like,
oh, well,
you're just telling her. And like
I haven't wrote the book yet, Paul. It's not quite done.
That was so fantastic. And as Cheryl mentioned, we have the continuing education program. So the good news is that you finished the course and that you have all the strategy in place now on not only how to help other people get healthier, but also how to run a health coaching business. The bad news now is that's only 20% of the game. As Cheryl mentioned, the other 80% of the game is mindset. And it's having that mindset of a warrior, the mindset of a leader, and that development part now of developing yourself so that you can become the type of person that is an outstanding health coach and runs an unbelievably awesome, incredibly huge health coaching business. So we do that during the week, as Cheryl mentioned. We do it every Monday and Thursday, where we go into this mindset of how to, we're one of the things we're working on right now is identity sculpting. So we're helping people change their identity. There's some great things deep down inside of you that are starting to come to light. The first thing that happened was you got hungry. You decided that good is not good enough anymore in your life, and you wanted to do more. So you enrolled in this course. You not only enrolled in the course, but you completed the course. So hats off to you. I mean, you're in the top 1 percentile of the population now for doing that. And we're going to be sending you a very cool blue t-shirt, the blue t-shirt in the mail, and also a certificate that you can hang on your wall proudly. And we'd love to see pictures of you with your certificate and your t-shirt when you get it, that really make you proud of something you did. And Cheryl and I now have created a concept called the cookie jar. So this is something you can put in your cookie jar, be proud of the rest of your life. And we're going to add a lot of things to your cookie jar over the next 3, 4, 5, 20 years. So we're super excited about that. We're super excited about helping you develop as a leader now and help your mindset and really, because it's going to be a challenge out there now. You're going to meet people, you're going to have ups and downs in your business. And it's having that mentality of a bamboo tree where you can bend but not break. So it's super important to keep that in mind and to go out in the world knowing that you're living on purpose. God put you in this spot for a reason. I don't believe in accidents. I believe we're all here on this Zoom call today for a reason. We were all put here. And this is our purpose in life that God gave to us, is to go out and help other people not only elevate their health, but also elevate their income. And there's a word, a value that Cheryl and I share deeply, and that is the value of freedom. There's nothing in the world like it. Cheryl and I have not worked for anybody for 25 years. And it's been the best 25 years of our life to be in a position in life where you never have to worry about money again, and that you're strictly working because you want to work. Cheryl and I don't have to work anymore, but we want to pay back to the world for all the things that we were given, and to continue to contribute and become significant in other people's lives in a powerful way. So thank you, Cheryl, for all your help and leadership and knowledge and wisdom and energy and all that. You just bring the whole basket with you every day, and we love you. We can't thank you enough for being our leader and what you bring to this course. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the last few minutes over to you.
Thank you so much, Paul. I think I'm going to bring balls now, because I loved what Tracy said.
That's the best quote of the day.
We got to bring the balls. That was so Fantastic. So I just wanted to say thank you to every single person that spoke today. Congratulations again. And I just want, I want you to know the dogs are excited, so you might hear them bark. But I just want to say thank you to Dr. Wallach. Thank you so much. You're just like such a fantastic leader and mentor to all of us. We appreciate you so much. Steve Wallach, thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep formulating like the best products ever, because seriously, I keep hearing that every time I turn around. Dracy, thank you. And thank you so much for getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh, we appreciate it. Really, really, really fantastic. Captain Sam, get ready, because we are ready to get on the boat. We really are. And we're excited.
Speaking of the
Thank
boat,
you.
Cheryl, we have a pretty big announcement we're going to be making here pretty shortly about a boat trip, possibly.
I know we are.
In the beginning of January.
Yeah, you guys might be the first people that have ever heard that, because it is going to be unbelievable, out of Orlando. So, okay. So I have to say thank you to Trisha. And when I see Trisha, she needs to give me a massage. So that will be really lovely. And then also, Michelle, thank you so much. We definitely have to come and visit you in the Bahamas. And Rod, yeah, get it. That's every time I think of Rod, I always think of get it. That is what he always tells us. So that is so true. You guys, I want to just say one last thing. So when I very first met Dr. Wallach, I had like no self-esteem at all. And I was working at Taco Bell. I was having the hardest time. I just really had nothing together. But I will tell you this, and I have never forgotten this. Dr. Wallach believed in me until I could believe in myself. And I appreciate that so much. And that's what we want to do for each of you. If you're struggling at all, we are here, every single one of us, every day for you, in a community that loves you, in a safe place, that really wants to see you live the life that you've always dreamed of. Thanks, you guys, and congratulations to each of you.
Super job, everyone. We'll go ahead and unmute the lines and have everyone say goodbye and congratulate all the new graduates.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. Great job.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach. We love you.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations,
Sean.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Congratulations.
Bye.
The journey begins.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Karen.
Ready.
Bye.
Great job, everyone.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Dr. Wallach.
Congratulations, everybody.
Everyone.
Dr. Wallach.
Congratulations.
Thank you.